New Zealand police have admitted for the first time that they're preparing for loss of life in the mine explosion that's trapped 29 men underground. The men, including 2 Australians, have been missing since an underground explosion at the Pike River mine near Greymouth on the South Island on Friday. Rescuers have been drilling a hole 15 centimetres in diameter into the mine, hoping it'll allow them to take air samples and use a fibre optic cable to see conditions underground. With the latest, Dominique Schwartz reports from the mine site.
It wasn't a death roll call, but it felt a bit like one.
Alan John Dixon, aged 59. Zen Drew, aged 21.
The names of the missing miners officially announced by police. Among them are Queenslanders Joshua Ufa, a 25-year-old whose partner is expecting their first child next year, and 49-year-old father of 2, William Joynton, who's been living in the small town of Denoli, just north of Greymouth. Police say it's still a rescue operation, but now they're also talking about recovery.
We still remain optimistic. We're still keeping an open mind, but we are planning for all outcomes, and this also, part of this process, we're planning for the possible loss of life.
Rescuers hope this Defence Force robot will provide them with vital information about what's happening underground. It may go into the main tunnel, dragging a fibre optic cable as early as tonight.
They've been practising all day with the cable to ensure that it can drag it 2.5 k's into the mine itself. And as far as we're concerned, once we mitigate the risk posed by this device, we'll be deploying it.
Also overnight, rescuers hope to finish drilling a new borehole, which should allow them to get a clearer picture of what is happening below the debris on the surface.
At the moment, we've really only got the one gas sampling point still. That'll give us a second sampling point. We'll have an opportunity to put laser imaging gear down the hole, which can be used to gather a vast amount of data.
Other measures aimed at clearing the way for a rescue operation include real-time monitoring of air quality and the deployment of seismic and night vision equipment.
It is, as I say, a tremendously challenging time, but we're going to get through this and do everything we possibly can to get the men out alive, and that's the single and sole focus of our attention at the moment.
In keeping with the sunny weather in Greymouth, visiting New Zealand Prime Minister John Key kept his message bright, but said questions would eventually need to be answered.
Whatever happens here, there will be an inquiry or a series of inquiries, and we will need to ask ourselves some tough questions, and we will do that in due course.
For the head of the rescue operation, the toughest question today was, could the men survive the massive blast?
It's a $6 million question. We remain optimistic. We always will be. But at the end of the day, this is a search and recovery operation, and everything humanly possible is being looked at, and all factors will be considered.
Understandably, the miners' loved ones are becoming more and more anxious as each hour passes, and our hearts go out to them because there could be nothing worse than living through those hours. For the present, we wait and we hope.
And the residents of Greymouth do whatever they can to show their miners are not forgotten. Dominique Schwartz, Late Line.